slower receiver online through the internet. You can go on YouTube. And you can create this illegal weapon. This is a ghost gun. This right here has ability with a 30 caliber clip to disperse with 30 bullets within half a second. 30 magazine clip in half a second.
In a strange twist of irony, an anti-gun group breaks gun laws. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms, your NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you like channel, like the content, and what I do here, you can support me with the link. Everything is appreciated. Once again, my PSA for my Connecticut residents. If you plan on getting your Connecticut pistol permit, please do it before July 2024 because the state has changed the training requirements. They're making it longer, harder, and more expensive for you to then get a pistol permit to then go out and purchase a firearm, which is the reason why they did it. For those of you who have your permits, please pay attention to the expiration date. Don't let it expire because if you let it expire, you're going to have to do new training requirements. And also spread the word because I know I'm being shadow banned. So please spread the word. Word of mouth. Tell people. If you want to get your permit, please get it done. Let's talk about this. It's coming out of New Mexico. There is an anti-gun group out there in New Mexico. New Mexico's to prevent gun violence. And much like all the other gun groups across the country, they think the way to end gun violence is to tell law-abiding citizens what they can and cannot have. But that seems to be the nom de guerre across the country. But this group is now coming under fire for what people are claiming are illegal transfers of firearms. I want to come into here. And New Mexico anti-gun group investigated for breaking gun laws. Quote, pictured are unwanted firearms from one household in Farmington, New Mexico. New Mexicans to prevent gun violence next Saturday. Our gun buyback was canceled by the city, but local residents asked us to show up anyway, so we spent today dismantling guns house by house. This was after their after-action report for their Guns to Garden program, intended to destroy guns and turn them into tools, reported on AmmoLand on December 6th. You know what's interesting? This shows you how these people are just clueless. Tools, hand tools, blunt force objects have killed more people than guns every year. FBI report, you can definitely, I'll put it in the link. So they're turning guns into something that's used to cause more death than the actual gun. But, okay, December 6th, with the title Observing New Mexico Gun Buyback, an Exercise in Contradictions. Quote, what, no background checks? This correspondent asked at the time, will there be an FFL on premises to record transfers? And that's correct. If the person owns a firearm and this group is taking it from them, there has to be a transfer of that gun to that group before they can do anything. This is a Twitter quote. The New Mexico State Police should investigate a private party going door to door and sawing people's guns in half without doing a background check as required for a transfer. The New Mexico State Police should investigate a private party going door to door and sawing people's guns in half without doing a background check as required for a transfer in New Mexico, State Representative Stephanie Lord noted in response to the NMPGV post. The FBI and ATF HQ should also look into this since a private party does not have the ability to check NCIC to see if they are now in possession of a stolen firearm. So many crimes committed by this anti-gun group at New Mexico AOAG needs to look into this offense. Quote, we have been doing this for years, NMPGV shot back. Often police give police our phone number when they want to turn in an unwanted firearm. This does not violate any background check laws. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, as there's no transfer of firearms. Okay, we simply dismantled them. All that is left is wood and metal. Quote, so you've been breaking the law for years, State Rep John Block said. He's got a point. How can you dismantle guns if you don't first take possession of them? Exactly. You are taking possession of these firearms. They're not yours. They belong to the first party who, if you're going to do this action, you have to transfer them first. But gun owners were quick to join in, pointing out the hypocrisy of gun grabbers allegedly breaking gun laws they lobbied for and delicious irony of the prohibitionists. Hoist wed their own petard, and it turns out Lord's concerns were prescient. Quote, update. Now, there we go. New Mexico Sheriff has opened an investigation into whether anti-gun group illegally purchased firearms in violation of universal background checks during a buyback and failed to destroy these firearms in a legal manner. Exactly. You can't just cut the gun in half. Okay? You can't. There are plenty of people who have done this and actually made illegal firearms in the process. But Gun Owners of America commented when forwarding the NMPGV announcement, you can't make this stuff up. Quote, San Juan Sheriff probes advocacy groups gun buybacks in Farmington. The Santa Fe, New Mexico confirmed Monday. Sheriff Shane Ferrari doesn't believe the law includes an exception for the advocacy organization. No, it doesn't, because it applies to everybody, unless you're the federal government sending firearms across the border. But, quote, reviewing the law, I do not see where they're exempt from having to undergo a background check and are required like anyone else, Ferrari wrote on Facebook. I'm awaiting the district attorney and attorney general's opinion on whether New Mexicans to Prevent Gun Violence gun buyback program is operating lawfully and if law enforcement participation is following proper disposition of abandoned unclaimed property. I'll let you know. Ferrari said group isn't destroying the guns per ATF guidelines, and there's the biggie right there. The picture that they show on X shows a pile of guns that have been sawed in half. While ATF doesn't consider those guns destroyed, they can still consider that a firearm. Ferrari said exactly. But I'm going to go ahead and come out of that. Now, that's not the first time some idiot has jumped on social media to virtue signal and destroyed a gun, and in reality made a more illegal firearm. If you remember, there's a guy with an AR-15 and ended up cutting the barrel. And then people are like, yeah, you just made a short barrel rifle. You just violated the NFA. So it's not the first time. And what these people are doing is illegal. Federal law and state law. They're breaking both. Even though they're trying to, circumvent around and saying, well, no, we're not. We've done this before. And it's like, oh, so you've broken the law before. Okay, we get it. So they should be investigated. And it's just a sense of irony. It's hysterical. It's absolutely hysterical. And here's the thing. Ignorance of the law is not a defense. So they can't use that and say, well, we didn't know. Especially when it comes to firearms. But here's the thing. Even if they investigate and find them culpable of breaking both state and federal law, nothing will happen to them. That's the problem right there. That's the bottom line. They will walk away from this scot-free. That's the problem. But once again, I'm going to tell you flat out now, these anti-gun groups are flaming hypocrites of the worst kind. Because once again, they're playing death like a political sport. If you're killed any other way, these people don't care. And you're forgotten as quickly as you were killed. But I found that to be fascinating. Once again, the hypocrisy of the anti-gun groups is always prevalent and always in our face. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.